You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Another edition of Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, with episode number 30, giving you the morning rundown here in Gwinnett. So happy to be here with you this morning. It's a beautiful day in Gwinnett. They thought we were going to have a snowstorm yesterday, but we did not. Which, our snowstorm is like 1.5 inches, so it's not even like a lot. But, we are happy that we did not have any snowstorms yesterday. Hey, that's a little sound effects. I'm trying some new stuff out. Listen, so happy to be here with you this morning. This show is really something that I'm passionate about. So I'm constantly working to make it a better show, and I'm constantly making changes. And here's the thing, you guys get to grow with me as I grow. Sometimes things don't work out like you planned. Sometimes you have to make adjustments to make things better. And I'm constantly making adjustments to Good Morning Gwinnett. Because it is a show that I'm very passionate about. I love podcasting. So for those of you who don't know, I've been in the media industry for about 15 years now, and in both print, television, and radio, and podcasting. And just want to work really hard to bring you a really great show. So I'm always looking at the show, tweaking the show, trying to make the show better. So with that being said, I just want to tell you about a couple of changes that are coming down the pike. So yesterday I had a meltdown, not a meltdown, but I had a technical, I was technically challenged yesterday because both of my computers were doing some crazy stuff. One of them is brand new, and it didn't even want to do anything. So I had a guest scheduled for yesterday, but that interview did not take place, but it will take place next Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. But I just, I thought about it overnight. I had a conversation with a good friend who gave me some sage advice, and just looking at what I want. She asked me, what do you want Good Morning Gwinnett to be? And I said, when I think about Good Morning Gwinnett, I think about Good Morning America, and I think about how they lay things out. And I was looking at what I was doing on the show, and it wasn't quite reflecting the vision that I had in my mind for the show itself. And reason being is because on the flip side of this, I love being an entrepreneur. And so I found the show was more business focused than Gwinnett focused. So I took a long look at that last night and early this morning around 5 o'clock. And I was thinking about what could I do, what adjustments I need to make to create the show that I see in my mind, that I had as a vision in my mind. And so I looked at that and I thought about all the things I could do. And I said, you know what? I do want to spotlight entrepreneurs and community leaders here in Gwinnett, but I don't want the show to be so heavily focused on business. Now, here's a crazy part. I do host a show called Talk Business with Audrey, and a lot of you who have met me at the chamber, that's how you met me when I was passing out my business cards for Talk Business with Audrey. So I do host that show, and I've been hosting that show since 2015. And but you listen to coaches, and you listen to gurus, and you listen to experts, and they say, hey, focus on one thing. And so I tried to make Good Morning Gwinnett my sole focus, but I found that I was talking too much about business. Now, a lot of people may like it, but I felt like if the show is called Good Morning Gwinnett, I think I should be talking more about Gwinnett versus more about business. So I'm going to pivot it just a little bit, and I'm going to talk more about Gwinnett and what's happening, because there's a lot of things that happen here in Gwinnett. And I tell people all the time, like, I was born in Albany, Georgia, but I was raised in New Jersey. And when people from Jersey and friends from Jersey ask me, do you like it there? And I tell them, no, I love it. It's beautiful here. It's great living. And there's a lot of stuff to do. It's literally a lot of stuff to do. And so I want to tell people more about, Gwinnett and what's happening. I know a lot of times at the top of the show, I throw a little bit out there about this, that, and the other. But I feel like I want to do more. I want to give more information about Gwinnett. So people who are listening from around the world, because the show is syndicated globally on so many different platforms, they'll get a chance to find out more about what we do here in Gwinnett and what's happening in Gwinnett. And so when they decide to visit Georgia, Atlanta, they can stop by and check out some of the things we do here, some of the places that I talk about on the show. So I'm going to make the show more Gwinnett focused and a little less business focused. However, I will be spotlighting businesses and community leaders, and I'm going to start doing it on Thursdays, starting February 18th. Now, here's the thing. I do have some guests coming up next week and the following week that you definitely want to check out. So Tuesdays and Thursdays of next week, the week of the 4th, and Tuesday and Thursday, the week of the 12th, I think it is 12th. I do have guests coming up both days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But starting the week of February 18th, my guests are only going to be on Thursdays, which is an 11 o'clock show. So make sure to tune in and check out who's on the show. And I'm just going to be bringing you, the rundown. I'm calling it the Good Morning Gwinnett rundown, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Now, sometimes on Wednesdays, I'm going to be talking with Chris Cook, who is a investment and money expert, to talk about money. Because I found that as a matter of fact, the People Helping People section today, we're going to talk about some of the things they do. And one of the things they do is help families become self-sufficient. And a lot of times, we are living paycheck to paycheck, and we don't know that we can just save a little, invest a little, let that money work hard for you while you're working hard for your money. And so for me, bringing Chris on Wednesdays is a great opportunity to help people become financially free, to help them realize, I can invest a little bit. Why do I need insurance? What is an investment account? How can I start a college savings? We're going to talk about those things on Wednesday because I feel like they're important. So I will give you the rundown on Wednesday, but we will talk about money on Wednesday. Some Wednesdays, Chris may not be here because he is a very busy person, but for the most part, he will be here, and we're going to talk about money on Wednesday. So I'll have a guest, a business community leader, on Thursdays. We'll talk a little bit about money on Wednesdays, but for the most part, I'll be giving you the rundown Monday through Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Thursdays at 11 a.m. Check out my guest spotlight for that day, but I do have guests scheduled next week and the following week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So check that out. So with all that being said, we're going to move on into our People Helping People segment of the morning, and that's the part where I get to shine the spotlight on a nonprofit that's doing some great things here in our area. And we have a lot of them, and we need help. So People Helping People is all about helping each other, all about the people that make the commitment to reach out to others because they have a passion for seeing people do better. And today our People Helping People segment goes out to Positive Pastime Inc. And what they do is, what I like about something that they're doing, they have what's called a food box and a food box program. And what they do is once a month, on the one Friday night or one Saturday morning of the month, they put together these food packages and they make food affordable for people, and they distribute them through partners and collaborations with other organizations. And that's important. You wouldn't think that in America there was an issue with people having food, but there is. It's so funny because I'm in Georgia now. And when I travel sometimes, I see all of this land. I see cotton growing. I see corn growing. And I think to myself, why do we have a shortage of food? Why is there a shortage of food in America? Some places I understand around the world because they don't have great growing atmospheres, but we do. We have fertile soil here in the land in Georgia and in the United States. So why do we have food shortages? I don't know, but thanks to organizations like Positive Pastime Inc., they have created an affordable food program that allows anyone who is in need of food to come out and pick up a food box one Friday night of the month or one Saturday morning of the month. And they have collaborative partners that they work with to make the distribution go smoothly. And I think that's key too, to be able to have a collaborative partner that can be a local host designated for that month, so people can go out and pick up a food box at a very affordable price and get the good stuff. If you take a look around most urban areas have a lot of fast food places, and I gotta tell you, I was a real big fast food junkie for certain places, and so it's cheap, it's affordable. But they're doing a good thing by bringing you affordable food boxes with good food in it. And so, if you want to know more about Positive Pastime, that's PASS Time Inc., go to positivepastime.org for more information about their food box program. And also, if you know anyone who is in need of a food box, share the information with them. Again, that's positivepastime.org. They have this program. They have a lot of programs, so this is the program that I like the most because, cutting food is a big household expense for most people. And when you're very limited on your resources and your funds, that could be the last thing that you do. And you want to make sure your children can eat. You want to make sure that they get healthy meals. And so, because of this program, they are providing a place for you to get that food when you need it on a monthly basis. So check them out, Positive Pastimes Inc. And if you want to donate, and participate and be a volunteer host site, go on over and check them out. They're located in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Their telephone number is 678-367-4507. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, closed on the weekend unless there is a special distribution set up for that time. Check them out, Positive Pastime Inc. and .org if you want to participate, or if you're in need of food, they'll be happy to help you out. So, and it's a great thing. It is a really great thing when you got organizations out there like these. That's why I don't mind doing the shout out on my People Helping People segment on the mornings, because they are doing a lot of great things to help a lot of people. Listen, I don't know if you know it, but if you're around Gwinnett County, there have been so many healthcare mergers going on. It is unbelievable. So my primary care doctor was over at Smart Care Primary, and we loved her. Her name was Dr. Van, right? So I think within a year, it went from being just Dr. Van to Smart, probably within 2 years, from Dr. Van herself to Smart Primary Care to, what was it before, right after that, I think. Right after that, it was something else. Now it's immediate Peachtree Care something, urgent center something. But there are so many health mergers going on right now in Gwinnett County. It is unbelievable. And it's kind of, now we have to find a new primary care, because immediate Peachtree immediate care is an urgent center, so it's not a primary care facility anymore. And they're making these changes quickly and swiftly. So I just want to tell you about one that's coming down the pike. So if you haven't heard about it, you heard it first here on Good Morning Gwinnett. Healthcare industry officials say it looks like the Northside merger with Northside Hospital and Gwinnett healthcare system is close to being approved by the FTC. That means that's going to make that the largest medical. It's going to make it a mega merge. It's going to make a mega health system here in Georgia. And the reason it's going to be mega is because it's going to employ 16,000 people. That's huge, and it's going to be one of the largest ones in the region. Now, what does that mean for all of us? Because some of the health insurers are not really happy about that, because they say, you know what, it's going to increase the cost of hospital stays. What does that mean for us, the people who have to go to the hospital? Is that more money out of our pockets? I don't know, but we're going to stay tuned and find out what that means as this merger get closer and actually takes place, because I don't know. It's a lot of that going on here, and the reason being is because they feel like if they merge, this is the story that we hear. If they merge, that gives Gwinnett Medical System financial stability, because Northside is such a great facility and organization. So by merging together, that's going to give Gwinnett Health Systems, some stability. Now that may be true. I don't know. I'm just going off the news here, but insurers are not all that happy about the merger. But Gwinnett and Northside is something that they've been trying to do for quite a few years now, and they're very close to being approved by the FTC. So we're going to see how that all plays out. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know more about that and how it may affect us. So, we're going to see what that is. I want to give a shout out to Bert Samsky. He is the CEO of Credigy. Bert recently, Credigy is located in Norcross, Georgia, here in Gwinnett. He and his family recently donated $11 million to Piedmont, Atlanta, because he wanted to help them continue to do great surgery when it comes to cardiovascular surgeries. He had a heart problem and he had a life-saving surgery, and because that procedure was done at Piedmont, Atlanta, and it was able to save his life, he and his family decided to make a huge donation to the hospital to continue the work that they're doing there. Because, listen, whenever you can afford to help out, you can help out. Thank God it saved Brett's life. So, Brett, I want to wish you a speedy and safe recovery, and thank you again for that huge donation. Because your donation, they saved your life, but because of your donation, they're going to save other people's life. And so, Brett is located. He's the CEO of Credigy, located in Norcross, Georgia, and he and his family made a great donation to Piedmont, Atlanta, after he had a life-saving heart surgery recently. So thanks, Brett. Wishing you a speedy recovery, and get well soon. All right, here's some more money being spent and donated. Gwinnett Tech recently received a $100,000 gift from a Norcross Heating and Air Conditioning Company to expand their career center. Now listen, Gwinnett Tech has a great career center. If you want to go there and you want to learn how to do something, and you don't want to go to, you want a certificate program, you want a short program, that's what the career center offers there at Gwinnett Tech. And so they received a $100,000 gift from to launch the Mingledorf HVAC Scholarship Endowment. And the reason they got this donation is because of the work that they do there and the trades that they train people there. And so this company realized that Gwinnett Tech is training people coming out of that school to know more about upcoming industry techniques for the HVAC industry, tools and technologies and equipment that make their industry better. And they want to make sure that they continue to get quality people coming out of the programs there. And so that is why they made a donation of $100,000 for the Mingledorf HVAC Scholarship Endowment Program at Gwinnett Tech. Because the educators want to make sure that the new future leaders coming out of there have the knowledge and are equipped to do the things that they need to do in the industry. So that's kind of cool. And technology is changing. Everything is technology based right now, all the equipment. And soon we're going to be having artificial intelligence, AI. They talk about it a lot, but it's going to be embedded pretty much in everything. I don't know if you have an Echo Dot or not, but Siri was singing a song the other day. Not Siri, Alexa. Alexa was singing a song, like they have programmed her to sing a song. It's kind of weird because it kind of feels like we're back in the Jetsons, when the Jetsons first came out, and we saw Elroy and we saw the robot and the maid and everything, and we thought it was cute. Now it's a reality, and it's coming fast, And so with that endowment of $100,000 going to Gwinnett Tech, that's going to help the HVAC industry continue to get quality people coming into the industry who know about this type of technology and equipment that is being used in the industry. So shout out to Gwinnett Tech, and congratulations on getting a really cool endowment scholarship program. Just a little something new that I'm checking out. I like it though. I like it. So you're gonna get some sound effects and things like that. I like it. Now listen, Super Bowl Sunday is almost here. Everybody's excited because it's coming to Atlanta. But what does that mean for you while you are traveling this weekend? Well, if you are traveling by Gwinnett public transportation, that means that you may be affected because the bus is going to stop running in the evenings and the afternoons in certain areas. So if you are using Gwinnett County Transit for the rest of this week, check the local listings because there are going to be some major changes in the way transit is going to be running. There will be no pickups at SunTrust Plaza in the afternoons and evenings for the remainder of this week. Morning drop-offs won't be affected, but the evenings and week and afternoon pickups and drop-offs, they will be affected. So if you take public transportation into Atlanta or from Atlanta, and you are traveling in the evening and in the afternoons, make sure to check out Gwinnett Transit because some of the routes are going to be affected with this new restriction are going to be routes 101, routes 102, routes 103, and routes 103A. And they're changing the way the traffic pattern is going because of all of the ongoing activities that's going to be happening around Metro Atlanta this weekend because of the Super Bowl. I don't know who you got, but listen, people are excited to have the Super Bowl come here, and that means an influx of people from around the world who will be coming in. So traffic is already horrific going into Atlanta. So you just can you just imagine the Super Bowl going into Atlanta this weekend? So if you take Gwinnett public transportation, make sure to check out their website to find out more about what's happening around the city as far as travel is concerned. You don't want to get stuck trying to figure out how to get home if you take public transportation, and nobody really wants to get in traffic to come get you. I'm speaking for everybody, but make sure you check that out. That routes that will be affected will be routes 101, routes 102, routes 103, and routes 103A. Check with your Gwinnett Transit for more details on these closings and restrictions to make sure you don't get caught out there in the traffic or get left in Atlanta because there is no bus service running in the afternoon or the evenings for the remainder of this week. So it's going to be a busy weekend, and stay safe because it's going to be a lot of people out there doing some crazy things, and if you are moving around out there, stay safe. If you want to do something, it's tonight. If you're looking for an adventure or something, an outing tonight, the Atlanta Gladiators is playing the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Now, I probably said this before, but who the heck what is the Greenville Swamp Rabbits? I got to tell you, it's great branding because you're going to remember that name, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. They're going to be playing tonight at 7:35 at the Infinite Energy Center, 6400 Sugarloaf Parkway in Duluth. The tickets start at $15 and go up to $33. For more information about what's happening tonight with the Atlanta Gladiators, go to atlantagladiators.com for more information and to get your ticket. If you're interested in going out tonight and checking out some kind of sporting event, you can check that out. However, if you're not interested in sports but you want to do something, A Dollhouse 2 is playing tonight at 8 p.m. at the Aurora Theater, located at 128 Pike Street in Lawrenceville. Tickets start at $45 for adults. Senior citizens 60 plus, you pay $42, and if you're a student, you pay $39. So they're giving you some discounts there if you are. A Dollhouse 2 is tonight at 8 p.m. Starts tonight at 8 p.m. at the Aurora Theater, 128 Pike Street in Lawrenceville. So if you like theater, check out A Dollhouse Part 2. Tomorrow night, if you are looking for something to do tomorrow night, comedian Bill Bellamy will be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater tomorrow night. Tickets are on sale for $30 to $160. And he's going to be there. So if you don't know who Bill Bellamy is a comedian that came out of Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. And I remember when Bill Bellamy came out, we used to go see him at the Peppermint Lounge. So for people that are listening from Jersey, we know what the Peppermint Lounge was because we used to party there a lot. And Bill Bellamy held out of the Peppermint Lounge. He used to perform there before he became this mega superstar. But he's going to be right here in Norcross, Georgia tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock. The show starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale for $30 to $160. The Atlanta Comedy Club is located at 4650 Jimmy Carter Boulevard in Norcross. So Bill Bellamy used to played in the movie The Brothers with Shamar Moore. I think Mars Chestnut played in that movie as well. How to Be a Player, he played in that movie. Lottery Ticket, and one of my favorites, Any Given Sunday. I love that movie. That's one of the movies that I watch over and over again. Like, I don't watch a lot of stuff over and over again, but I have some movies that I will. Any Given Sunday is one of them. Anything by Bruce Willis, I watch over and over again because I love Bruce Willis. Saturday Night Fever, Pursuit of Happiness, I will watch those movies over and over. So Bill Bellamy started in those movies. He started in a lot of movies, but these are the 4 that I decided to tell you about because you may remember them. So make sure to check out Bill Bellamy tomorrow night at the Atlanta Comedy Club, 7 p.m. Get your ticket by going to atlcomedytheater.com. You can check it out, atlcomedytheater.com. Get your ticket there. Listen, I'll be back again tomorrow with the rundown for Gwinnett. I'm really excited about this new format because it's it sounds more Gwinnetian. And so I'm excited about that. However, I will be talking to entrepreneurs on Thursdays. But if you want more entrepreneur talk, go over to talkbusinesswithaudrey.biz in a couple of weeks, because I will be resuming that show, because I do talk to a lot of entrepreneurs on that show, and I do talk a lot about business on that show, marketing and how to start a business, how to write a book, and how to start a podcast. Anything that relates to business, you can find it there. I'm going to be relaunching pretty soon. I'll tell you more about that later on, but for right now, I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I'll be back at 11 a.m. tomorrow to talk more about giving you the rundown on Gwinnett. I have a chamber event tomorrow, so I'll probably be talking about what happened at that event at the Gwinnett Chamber. But yeah, so listen, thanks again for listening. Make sure to share the show with people. If you are anywhere around the world and you're going to be coming to Gwinnett to have an event and you want me to talk about it on this show, send me an email with your event information in it, or if you have an announcement that pertains to Gwinnett, you can send that information to Audrey at goodmorninggwinnett.com, and I'd be happy to, share it on the show. If you're getting married, if you had a baby, we recently had a baby, not me myself, but my daughter last Wednesday. Today is the baby's birthday. She turned 1 week old today. Happy birthday to my beautiful granddaughter, Carter Copeland. We call her Butterfly. She's been called Butterfly since she was in the womb, and I still want to call her Butterfly. Happy birthday, Butterfly. Love you much, and I'll see you later on today. If you have a shout out, a wedding, an anniversary that you want me to shout out here on the show, send it to Audrey at Good Morning Gwinnett, and I'll be happy to shout it out. If you missed an episode of Good Morning Gwinnett, you can go and find more episodes over on demand at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Click on shows, and you'll see all of the shows there. If you have an idea for a show or a question that you want me to answer on the show, Audrey at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Email me, and I'll be happy to take a look at that. If it's something I can answer, I will. If I need to bring in an expert, I will. So listen, this show is all about you, and I'm happy to be able to be your host and bring you the rundown every day. And I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. So until next time, make it a great day. Bye for now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you missed an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.